Hi friends, it's Soto's Creative Corner, and today I'm going to show you how to make a larger size hidden secret message or hidden message shutter card. So these are the ones that I was working on to show you some examples. And I'm going to go ahead and put one together for you. I still have to finish those up, but those are just examples by just taking a 8.5 by 5.5 and making a gatefold, and then adding some shutter wings, and then adding some shutter wings, make a window paddle, and you have yourself a nice greeting card. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add all this pattern paper onto the inside of the card, and then we'll go ahead and add the wings, and I'll show you how to cut these and measure it out. It's real simple. And here's the tip, that when they close like this, that these little corners don't go over on the side of the tab. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and it's a really easy card with these measurements. As far as using the pattern paper, you just take your 8.5 and 5.5 and then just bring it in. So maybe you want it brought in a little bit more than what I have it set up, or just as less trimming as I did here. I think this is 1 7/8. Let's go ahead and look. Yes, this fold is 2 inches, 2 1/8, and then this is 1 7/8. And the back side is 4 1/8. But 5 3/8. So you can play around and put the pattern paper on with the cut that you find suitable for the card that you're making. So let's go ahead and get all the pattern paper onto the card so that we can add the shutters, and then make a cutout on this window paddle. I'm just going to simply take my glue that I have in this little container and this brush, and then doing the backs and then attaching it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick, and then I'll be right back. Have the pattern paper on the front and the back, and I've gone ahead and put the glue on the tabs. So I'm going to get that all set up here. Rather than close the card on there, I'll just go ahead and adjust it myself. Okay, there you go. That's all set up. That's why I like to use the liquid glue, because it gives you a little bit more time to get the shutter wings on. And now what we're going to do, take the panel and what I do is I put it right here, just as how I want it. And then I take a pencil and I just slide this opening right here, and then just do this, and then I come to the other side. I do the same thing. So this way, when I grab my punch, I can line it up with that instead of doing that other way that I showed you. Because every time you do it, every time you make the card, you come up with new ideas. So let me show you. I'll go ahead and line this up. There it is. So I think that looks good. So now what we'll do is we'll open this up and we'll put a piece of paper in here and outline the diamond and center it and then stamp it and then glue it down. So that's our next step. Let me go ahead and get that ready. So I've put a strip of paper in here. I've gone ahead and outlined the diamond and then centered it, and I have a stamp ready. Happy birthday stamp. So we'll just center this. Check it out. Okay, so I think it'll work. So I'll get that cut out, then we'll put the panel down, and then all that's left is just to embellish it, and then we'll finish this up, and then we'll go ahead and start a brand new card with the orange cardstock. So let me find that panel and get that on there and finish this up. Be right back. Another thing I do is when I cut this out, I don't cut at the line. I go ahead and I leave a little space, because if you cut at the line, then it could get in the way of these shutter wings if it touches the edge. So just to be safe, I just make the outline a little bigger. So what I do is I'll just go ahead and glue this down and erase this glue marks, and then we can put the last piece on, which is the window panel. And then we'll go ahead and start a new card from scratch. We have the stamp image glued down. We'll go ahead and lay down the shutter. Make sure that it has one over the other. Put down this part of it, but before we shut it, let's make sure that both sides can be closed. And we'll close it, and then we'll just press it down. And now we can just embellish it, personalize it. But that's how you get a finished hidden message shutter card. So we'll go ahead and make one from scratch. I hope you stay and watch and try to make one yourself, and if you do, link me up and let me know. Be right back with the materials. So this is what I thought we can use to make a card with. So let's go ahead and I think we'll go ahead and use this card as the base. So we'll cut this down to 5.5 by 8.5, and then we'll use this orange cardstock to make the window and the shutter wings. Let's go ahead and get this cut down. So we'll go 8.5. By 5.5. And then we're going to score this one at 2 1/8. And then we could just flip it over. And this card is what's called a gatefold. Okay, so we'll set that aside, and now we'll go ahead and make our shutter wings, and the measurement for that is 3.5 by 3. You'll need 2 of those shutter wings, and we're going to make a window panel, and I'll give you that next. So let's go ahead and cut down the 8 by 11 orange cardstock to 3.5. By 3. And then we'll score it at 1/2 inch. Three and a half by 3. So the shutter panels are 3.5 by 3, and on the half you go ahead and make it a tab so you can fold it in, and then it's going to be 1.5 to the center, and then 2 inches for the cut. And we can put them both together and cut them at the same time. Also, when we cut, we don't want to cut at this point right here. Cut above it right here. Go to the other side. We'll go ahead and glue this and put it into the other side. So I went ahead and added some pattern paper on the inside because it did look kind of plain. So that's the outside. We have the inside. And now I went ahead and glued down the shutter wings, and we'll go ahead and place them inside the card. I think that looks like a good spot. So we'll go ahead and line this up. Put it here. And this is what it looks like when it's finished. You can take this glue eraser, and wherever there's a little excess glue, you can wipe it off. But the problem is that I have different bone folders. I like to use this bone folder, but I actually grabbed this bone folder and it has a lot pointier tip, and I had a feeling that when I scored it, it was just a little bit too sharp, and it did bite the end here. But that's not a problem. I could fix it. But so also I wanted to share that with the 2-inch you have a bigger window here, and if you look at, say, this one here, that's a 1.5. So just like with laying down your pattern paper, you can make it as wide or as thin as you want by trimming it down. And you get different looks. But and that's also with the window size with the shutters. If you go 3.5 by 3 and then you cut it at 2, then you'll get this wider look. And this is 1.5. So that's the pro with not having a die cut, and you're scoring it yourself. You can make the adjustments. But these are just examples of this hidden message shutter card in a larger size. And I hope you give it a shot. Try it out. You can adjust it and make it the way you want. And the next project I'm going to do is I need to make some sets of the hexagon card that I'm going to do next on my project. So I'm going to be making the base and sending it to a few friends so that when I do a tutorial on this, they'll have not only the tutorial to follow along, but also a set of the paper that I will have cut out for them to follow along. So hopefully that'll go well. And I have lots more projects to share with you, so I hope you continue to follow along and join my channel. Until then, it's Soto's Creative Corner saying be safe, stay crafty, and God bless you. And until the next time, bye for now.